So if you are the representation of Christ to others, if you're the only representation that people have of Christ, what would be their thought about Jesus? Would they want to worship him, or would they want to dishonor him based on your actions? And this is what Paul deals with in Romans chapter 2, verses 17 through 24. So in these few verses, we see Paul speaking to the Jews, and he's telling them, listen, just because you have a knowledge of the law and because God gave you the law, this does not guarantee that you have a special relationship with him. What makes it special, what makes you connected to God, is not just the knowledge of the law, but you actually doing the law. And we see this pretty much being stated in the book of James, where James says, don't just be a hearer of the word, but you also must be a doer as well. So it's not just about hearing the word or even having a great knowledge of the word, but the question is, are you really doing it? So in verse 21, we see Paul says to them, well then, if you teach others, why don't you teach yourselves? So he's like, if you have this knowledge of what the law is saying and you're boasting about what you know, he says, how about you follow through and do what you know that this law is saying? He says, you tell others not to steal, but do you steal? You say it is wrong to commit adultery, but do you do it? You condemn idolatry, but do you steal from pagan temples? You are so proud of knowing the law, but you dishonor God by breaking it. No wonder the scriptures say, the world blasphemes the name of God because of you. This is really heavy, because my actions and me going about and saying, oh, I know God, and I'm making this confession, and I'm telling others that I know God, and I'm even, quoting scriptures at them, and I'm telling them about how wonderful God is and what he's requiring of us. But if I am a gossip, if I am cheating on my spouse, if I have a nasty attitude on my job, and I am one of the worst employees that they have there, if I am just nasty with my children, if I am unsubmitted, and the list can go on and on and on, that it means nothing if I know the law and I'm not doing it, if I know the word of God and I am not doing it. Paul says that you cause other people, because of your actions, to dishonor God. So if I'm supposed to represent Christ and my actions are just yucky, it causes people to say, there's nothing about that Jesus thing. Look at how Anika's acting, and she's the one who's been teaching us the word. She's the one who's telling us about this Jesus, but look at her actions. That gives us a great responsibility as the children of God to recognize that if you're going to open your mouth and name the name of Christ, if you're going to open up your mouth and try to bring correction and to teach people what's in this word, be sure that your actions are backing it up, because we need to be great representation of who Christ is. I don't want to be the reason why somebody is turned away from the faith. We are good to open up our mouths and tell people how we're saved and how we're filled with God's Spirit and how much we love him. But what about our actions? What is that really saying? So am I turning people away from Christ and causing them to go whatever to that Jesus because I see what your little representative is doing? Or are they saying, you know what? I see that you're telling us what this word says, and I see that you're following through, that you're living in this way. I see that you're able to forgive and to speak words that are just laced with grace. I see how you love the unlovable. I see how you're honest even when there's opportunities to be dishonest and to steal, but I see that you're walking in integrity. So because of that, I'm attracted to this Jesus that you're preaching about. So just something for us to really meditate on. And my call to action is just, again, to just really make sure that to make sure that you're not just saying, oh, I know the word and I'm telling others about it, but that you're actually living this word out before